Yeah, welcome to episode 211 of Open Your Toys Cast, the podcast dedicated to the 4 greatest action figure franchises of the 80s and all time. And those are Rock,
Masters of the Universe, Transformers, Star Wars, and G.I. Joe.
a real American hero.
G.I. Joe was there. I'm sorry.
Except for Target. He's never there.
He's never anywhere, dude. I've seen them classified in the wild like twice.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was supposed to be a drop on the 26th of all the new Cobra Island stuff, and Peter messaged me like, I haven't seen shit. I've called 3 stores and none of them had it. And I saw a bunch of other people posting, I went to 5 Targets today and couldn't find them and all this kind of shit. So yeah, I mean, they're gonna do regular releases of Firefly and fucking the Vipers. I can't imagine that they wouldn't, but who knows? Yeah, but as far as trying to get stuff before Christmas, I can't imagine anybody found anything before Christmas. Jesus.
Shit is bogged down, depleted.
Yeah. We all, I should say, I always go, and this time I took Mackenzie with me, either New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve, just to look at the stores. And I mean, Lego sections, like one box on a shelf, and shit like that.
I was at Target 2 hours ago, and I said, I went to the toy aisle. I just want to see what was left. All right, Star Wars Black Series, they were loaded with Luke and Dagobah with Yoda.
Yeah.
There was a 3-pack of Jurassic Park figures, the one with the old man, and I forgot his name.
Hammond and Laura
Ellie.
Dern.
There wasn't much there at all. I mean, it was wiped out. It looked like the toilet paper section after COVID started. I mean, it was pretty barren.
Yeah, it's insane. And you think about all of those like peg warming things that are out there, and you're like, oh, the kids that are getting like the crappy Lego sets because that's all that was left on the day before Christmas Eve.
But it's funny too, like you go to the wrestling figures and there's no wrestling figures, but there's 5 AJ Styles. It's like, because he's like one of those guys they put in, like they keep putting him in the waves over and over again. They keep putting like certain superstars, and it's like, wow. No love for AJ Styles.
I didn't bring them in, but I got wrestling figures for Christmas.
No way.
They're
The WWE ones?
I don't want to spoil it. We'll talk about it during what we got. But my father-in-law thought that they would be a great treat for me. All right, let's get into this. If you want to kick it with us, we want you to do it right here, live on YouTube every other Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. We've got a few people watching live as we speak here. If you can't make it live, join us in our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. We've got a small dedicated group of toy enthusiasts there talking toys. If you want to just keep up with the show, you can do it on our Facebook page at facebook.com/openyourtoyscast. If you want to see links to everything we're talking about, including all these links of where you can kick it with us, you can do that at openyourtoys.com. Upper right-hand corner of the page, you've got a link to the show notes there. You've got links to all our past episodes, all our past show notes. So you want to know what was happening in the toy biz 10 years ago? Just scroll through and check out those show notes. Probably show notes episode 15 or so. You can subscribe to us through iTunes, through Google Play, through RSS, Stitcher Smart Radio. Email us at team@openyourtoys.com. Leave us an old school voicemail at 720-235-TOYS, 720-235-8697. Mr. Mastrangelo, where can people find you, sir?
You can find me in Facebook and the group. Find me on the YouTube channel, Rock the Farting Dad. Uploaded some recent videos. Got one planned for New Year's Eve in the can.
Nice.
And trying to get back to normal. So Gonna keep pumping out them videos.
We got Cass and About Figs in the chat. What up, fellas? What up? Cliff, where can people find you, sir?
I post in the group on Facebook as Red Menace, and I can be found on Instagram under Associate of Horror.
Hell yeah. If you want to find me, I'm at facebook.com/openyourtoys, at Slick McFavorite on Instagram, or slick at openyourtoys.com. What are we drinking? I saw you preparing something special down there, Cliff.
I do have a Crystal Light. I brushed at 2 o'clock, so I don't have toothpaste breath.
Nice. I like to hear that. I like to see you pampering yourself, Cliff.
5 calories.
I was going to ask if there was any calories to add to your calorie counting for the day.
Just the 5.
I've been looking at that. We bought some soups, and I was like, oh, this is a can of soup that Cliff could eat for a meal. Not that you'd want to have 1 can of soup for a meal.
Only before 8 o'clock.
Is it baked potato? Because that's pretty good.
I think it actually was. I think it was light, though. Of course, not full flavored baked potato soup, because that would probably have too many calories.
Yeah, that would be probably the whole day right there in that can.
What about you, Rock? What you got rocking?
I've been drinking everything in the house because my mom is here for 2 weeks from Pennsylvania. And just before I tell you what I'm drinking, let me just say something. You know, I'm used to just preparing. I cook at home, and I bought a rotisserie chicken at the wholesale club. I made mashed potatoes and corn. I plated it. I serve it to my mom, and she goes, "Jesus Christ, you put this much food on the plate?" And I realized, like, I must be really serving fat man portion, because I gave her the whole breast, 2 scoops of mashed potatoes, and some corn. So I guess I'm not sticking to the Weight Watchers plan of eating a piece of meat the size of your hand or whatever. But let me tell you, right now I found this in the back of the fridge because I'm drinking every single thing in the house. I finished off. It's a Harpoon Dunkin' Coffee Porter. I've drank one of these before, but I drank from Chata yesterday. I drank Fireball, and I got a question. Do you get bonus points when you allow your 13-year-old to sip the bottle before you drink it?
I had my first beer when I was like 11 years old, and then from then on, my mom let me try things. So I don't know if that made me an alcoholic, but I thought everything I tried I thought was gross as shit. So
yeah.
My son, whenever I let my son drink a beer, he says it tastes sour, and he only likes pumpkin beer. The rum chata he thought was cinnamon-y. I can't even say it right now. And then the Fireball he just thought was nasty.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like drinking fire to a kid.
Yeah. But you know, I figure is when he gets older, there'll be fun memories. Be like, hey, you remember when Daddy was so off his gourd? He let me drink Fireball when I was 13.
Yeah, I think the only way, we've been trying to do this with my daughter with smoking, is the only way is just to act like you've never done it whatsoever. I think that's the only way to maybe help kids not do stuff, but I don't know. That's kids are going to be kids, man, and you're never going to stop them. It's more peer pressure than anything that's going to get them to do this stuff.
I'm not. This is a funny story. The first time I ever got drunk, I was 6 or 7 years old. I was at my uncle's wedding, and I had a bottle of champagne, and my uncle was a hippie, and he told me to drink it, and I chugged it. Everybody's going, chug, 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 chug. And let me tell you,
didn't die, dude.
If you're just so you know, if you're a fat 6-year-old, you can get drunk off 1 bottle of champagne. I was fucked up the next day.
Dude, the first time really drinking beer was a 40. And I was just like, Jesus, I was stumbling everywhere. And that's when I was like,
my dad was pissed at my uncle for a
15.
long time over that.
Well, I've got something a little interesting this time around. I've got Palisade Peachwood Cream Ale. So this is a local microbrewery here in the mountains of Colorado, and Palisade peaches are like one of our claims to fame out here. We've got Rocky Ford cantaloupes and Palisade peaches are our big thing. And this says Tommy Knockers slipped into the mining camp of Idaho Springs in the 1800s with the discovery of gold in our mountains and streams. These mischievous elves, though hardly ever seen, were often heard singing and working. They guided many fortunate miners from harm's way and to the gold that they sought. It is a cream ale aged on peach wood shavings. So it's actually really light and peach tasting, because like Miss McFavor doesn't like fruit beers and shit, but because it's not like fruit puree added like most fruit beers is, it's just kind of fucking, I don't know what aged on peachwood shavings means, but it just makes a kind of a little light tasting peach in there. So it's pretty damn good. I just like it. All right, let's get into some fucking toy news. It's all what we need here. Let me share my goddamn screen because I always forget to do that. Oh, excuse you, Rock. We've got a new episode of Rock Farting Dad.
No, that was my chair. I'm still obsessed with. I'm still looking for that movie Mylar. That's what the problem is. I'm looking around.
Yeah, Rock couldn't find something before the show, and now he's obsessing about it. All right, con news. We got a brand new Mando Monday, and basically some repaints, and then kind of a special one, I guess, if you're a lightsaber person. But we got a repaint of the Boba Fett helmet, and I think they even call it something like, they call it re-armored. So the Black Series Boba Fett helmet repainted in the series, and I didn't like that he did well. And so here's just a warning for everybody. If you're not caught up on Mandalorian, because I assume you two are, right?
Oh, God,
yeah.
Okay. If you're not caught up, there's going to be spoilers all throughout this show. So just don't even listen to the show, but I didn't like that he repainted his fucking armor. I liked it all like beat up and shit like that. Like, I was like, is he literally going to take the time to bust out the paints and start customizing his shit and repaint it? Maybe that's something Mandalorians do, or they just have paint on hand all the time. But
we know he painted it from Jango's silver and blue to his green and red. So I would assume that yes, he has that kind of stuff in his ship, his awesome rotating ship that we finally saw the inside of. But I just, I mean, they've kind of set it up that Mando, they're super particular about their armor. So it kind of made sense to me now that he's back from the dead that he would repaint it. I just thought it was cool because he looks different.
Yeah. I mean, it looks fresh dress. And then we get the dark saber, which I think is cool. I would need to see this thing in person to see what it really looks like lit up, because if you've never seen an FX lightsaber in person, either the old master replicas or the new Black Series ones, they're fucking impressive. I mean, it looks like a lightsaber, so I don't know if these pictures can really do it justice. So I would need to see one in person, but I'm not a huge fan of the concept of a dark saber. Anyways, I didn't like it in Clone Wars. I don't like that it's in Mandalorian, that kind of shit. But Rock might have some. Oh, here he's coming back in. There you are. Having some technical difficulties. Rock.
Yeah, something going on with my internet connection. It's you keep sounding really robotic. I'm trying to close it in and out and see what's going on.
Oh, okay. Well, you're sounding fine on our end.
Yeah.
We get Boba Fett's Slave 1, which is so now this is painted a little bit differently, right? I mean, that's all I can think of. Do we? Because they just released one of these.
I mean, as far as I know, you could just buy it at Best Buy right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what. Oh, TBS, TVC. So here's the Best Buy one. Let's see what we got here. If there's any. No, this is the exact fucking even the box is the exact same thing. So I don't know what they're doing here. Maybe that is the point. They're just like, hey, and this is available right now. In some pictures I saw, and it might just be the background, it looked like the new one had like a painted stand and the current one has a clear stand, but I don't think that's the case. I think it just
I didn't notice any difference, but
yeah. So I don't know if that was a new thing or what. Yeah, you're right. All of these, even the stock pictures are the same. So yeah. Meh. It did make me want a Slave 1 a little bit more now that it's in the show, that kind of shit. So, God, I just realized with this shit, I'm just such a sucker for my emotions.
dude,
I saw it on the show and I was like, oh, maybe I need to have that vintage collection Slave 1 now, that kind of shit.
I pre-ordered it.
Did you?
I want it next to my Razor Crest. But I might cancel it because I might actually instead buy the Shadows of the Empire one from '97.
Oh, interesting.
Because that's actually a repainted vintage one.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, the one they released for Shadows of the Empire was just a vintage.
I think I have that because at a time I went completely like EU crazy and bought everything EU, which wasn't that much, like back in 2005 or whatever. Cass is like $150. Slave 1 is a little much. Under part of the ship, maybe the under part of the ship has more paint. Yeah, they look identical to me. So maybe they were just re-promoting that ship.
Well, yeah, because they got people like me and you who will buy it because it just showed up on Mando. They know what they're doing.
Cass says he had one as a kid. Maybe if it goes on sale, I'm with you, Cass. I have the one from like 2006 or something like that. It was I had to buy mine at a KB outlet store, and it came in a white box. So I'm wondering how much difference there is between that, and I don't even know what fucking line that would have been way back then.
Yeah,
but I know I have one in a vintage box. It was the vintage packaging. Hold on here, I'm curious. Vintage packaging Slave 1. Let me see if this brings anything up. Dun dun dun. See, normally I can vintage. These are all the new shit. New shit 6 days ago. Yeah, I don't even. Was it originally an Amazon one? Well, this will fucking be the same one as right now. But anyways, yeah, I can't remember what line it was, but I'll have to look that up. Oh, Rox.
Oh, yeah, he's back.
You there, Rock? Too many people streaming in the Mastrangelo household, I think. Okay, so let's get into Black Series Wave 2. So this is kind of a troop builder wave for people that are interested. leaning a little, as everything does nowadays. Even the coloring on the side here is Mandalorian, with that gold to brown, but kind of Mandalorian leaning here. We've got Tusken Raider, we've got Hover Tank Driver, the Death Trooper that's made a resurgence, and then Shore Trooper here. So another chance at those if people need. I think I have all of those. And then talking about packaging, let's see here. We get a bunch of Transformers packaging. So we get the Bumblebee movie Bumblebee there. We get Dino or Dino. I think it's Dino. Some of the red packaging. You've got Cheetor and RC from Prime. And then this is what I was kind of interested in, the Headmasters packaging. I'm really disappointed in this, in the Skull Cruncher. And I don't know what a vintage Skull Cruncher looks like. Maybe this is very whatchamacallit, reminiscent of it, but it just looks like it's kind of floating in there. So let's see this thing. Yeah, see, they kind of put it diagonal in there and that kind of shit. And this one, they just lined it up, bunch of blank space everywhere, and then his gun down here. So, and unfortunately, unlike the Star Wars community, I'm sure Transformers community isn't like, oh my God, change the packaging, do whatever you have to change it. Oh, I didn't mean to go all the way back out. So, and then what I thought, see, like that one looks great. And like I say, even Weird Wolf looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of blank space here, but this one was really interesting that the Ecto 1, the Afterlife edition is what they're calling it, is going to be in a bubble like this. This is kind of crazy. Kind of cool looking one. I don't know if it's necessarily it's got that vintage inspired look to it. But what I thought was crazy about this one is that when they originally showed the photos, they showed Slimer completely painted. And that's what I was kind of like, oh, now people are going to get a fully painted one. And all I have is the one with no paint apps. But this isn't showing any paint apps. So I don't know. What do you think? Comic? Yeah. This one comes with the first comic of the Transformers Ghostbusters crossover. This G1 styling packaging, Rock, enough to make you want to get this?
I don't know. I have the other one, but it comes with the comic, and the comic was really good. I don't know, Slick. You might have to buy it anyway, just because.
Yeah, and you were dropping, but I was kind of complaining about, like Highbrow looks really good, has a nice tight window here, but then Skull Cruncher is complaining that it's just got all this freaking open space everywhere.
Yeah, as far as it just didn't tilt it a little bit.
Well, yeah, because we were looking at, that's what we popped up, was what the G1 looked like, and he's kind of like angled in the package here.
See, I would definitely buy those if I see those, but my luck in Walmart, I'll just buy them on eBay.
All right, new classified listings, and I can't even keep up with what's new anymore. I literally think His Tank just needs something to post on their websites. But we get a classified series Big Rig and Diamondback. So I don't know who would be called Big Rig. That because we've already. Maybe that would be interesting because Heavy Duty isn't a vintage character; he's a newer character.
You mean Roadblock version 3?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Diamondback, who knows? But then we get. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say probably a viper or something. Isn't Diamondback a snake?
Yeah. So, and then the other ones are the core ones, and I think we've seen all of those before. Oh, here's a ladybug. Oh, movie Baroness, movie Scarlet. So spoilers, I guess we'll be seeing those in the movie. Let's Baroness, Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes 2, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Scarlett's in the movie. Samara Weaving is playing her.
Oh, is she? Nice.
Yeah,
like
she's
that.
awesome. So
let's see. Cass is pre-ordering the Tusken Raider. He missed it the first time around. Never had the Headmasters. And then Cass is more interested in Cobra unless it's a Shipwreck. Shipwreck is one of those, like, I really like Shipwreck just because he played such a good character in the show itself, but I've never had a Shipwreck. Like, I've never felt the need to get a Shipwreck action figure.
Oh man, I think my favorite Shipwreck is the one that came out in the first series of Rise of Cobra, where they kind of gave Cobra armor. Oh, I like that Shipwreck a lot.
Yeah, and I guess I have the like Arctic Shipwreck.
Oh, okay.
I have that one, but how's it going, Rock? Are you still hearing robot sounds?
You know, it comes in and off. It's just I have 4 people in this house streaming right now, and it's driving me nuts. But
shut it down, Dad.
That's why I was off the screen, because I went out and yelled at everybody. And they also my son's gaming, my mom is watching TV, my wife's watching TV. I'm going to try to stay on as long as I can, but if I drop out, it's going to be because of my Wi-Fi. But I mean, Shipwreck's pretty toyetic. I do like the Dollar General figure they made. That when
That's
they came
true.
out with it, that they came out afterwards. But the original, I mean, it's just so classic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one that I think I'd want to get eventually. I know he's pricey because the poly has the little feet that would always break and come out of the bird figures. So, but all right. Let's see what we got. Yeah. New Kingdom listings. Core Class Soundwave, which is really interesting. Core Class is the Legends. Voyager Class Rhinox. So if you have the old Voyager Rhinox, maybe it's time to sell them. And then Voyager Class Tigertron, which I could care less about Tigertron, but he was an integral part of the Beast Wars saga, and a pretty good character in that cartoon if that's what you're collecting for. So NECA's 12 Days of Christmas downloads. Little lackluster this year. So the 12th day, where 2 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backdrops. So these are super high res photos that you can download and print out. It started off strong for me, at least, was the Godzilla action figure visual guide, which I'd been kind of looking for that because I collect the movie ones. And I've been noticing that there is, Rock, stay on, Rock, fight through it, buddy.
Be like Maze in Ewok Adventure, just a little more juice. Remember that every time he used his gun?
Yeah, it's just too frustrating. I still want to bring the show down because it's just I can't. Every time Jason talks, it's like it goes back and forth. Like it goes robotic, and then it's clear, robotic, and clear. I just can't. It's I don't know. It's just lagging too much.
If you can't deal with it, it's fine. But you're coming through fine for us. Like you have not been distorted whatsoever. So if you can put up with it, we love to keep you on.
Stay on.
But All right.
All right, I'll stay.
That's what I like to. Let's see. So the Godzilla action figure checklist was good because they've released multiples from the same movie. And that's why I was like, I thought I had a Biolante figure and that kind of shit. So this one's kind of cool if you're collecting those. And then what else do we have? The Toonie Terrors. Do you do all of those, Cliff, or just your favorites? Do you just cherry pick that?
I've done everybody but the Chucky and Tiffany because
okay.
I don't really need Chucky and Tiffany, but all the other ones I've either pre-ordered or.
Really got something against Child's Play, huh?
I like regular Child's. I like the first two.
Okay.
So the Chucky that like they're always constantly putting out Bride of Chuckies, and that's just I don't like the Bride of Chucky. I like the regular Chucky that looks like the good guy doll. He's just evil.
Yeah.
I don't like all the stitches and the. So if it was a regular Chucky, I would have bought it.
So you don't like the reconstructed head or whatever?
Yeah, that's just never. Maybe because I'm not a big fan of like once it went from like straight horror to just straight comedy, like it starting with Bride of Chucky.
Yeah.
I'm more of because I think the first Child's Play is actually really intense.
Oh yeah, no, I freaking love the first one, and and the second one's good. I agree. I tend to think very. I like the Cult of Chucky. That was actually really good. Oh my God, we got a special guest star. A special guest star joining the show.
Peter? Here. Oh, it's Lotus.
Hey, Lotus.
Hey guys.
Did you get done with your slave labor for the day? Well, Rock is icon only because he's having internet issues. He has family over and he thinks everybody's sucking up all his internet, unfortunately.
That's okay. I'm glad he's here.
Yep, us too. So let's see. We also got a Predator visual guide, Back to the Future visual guide, Alien visual guide, clothed action figures.
Mego.
Yeah. Dolls. You get box dolls and carded dolls. The Gremlins visual guide. I did like the Ultimates visual guide here. So this is kind of dope. This is one of my, I don't go completist or anything, but I do have quite a few of these, especially of the Jason. And then
are these downloadable this year again, right?
Yeah, these are the 12 days of downloads from NECA.
Yep.
And then the last two, maybe this will be easier if I just do new tabs. Last two are turtle related. So we get the movie, arcade, and Mirage ones here. And I'm not good enough to know which almost all of these revealed a figure that people didn't know about previously or at least hadn't seen before. And I'm not good enough with NECA to know which ones those were. But and then you get the toon version of all the turtles as well. So, and I know people around here are just going fucking batshit crazy for the Baxter 2-pack and the Krang right now.
Yep.
So yeah, because these like the Napoleon Bonafrog and stuff like that. One, I don't even remember those from the cartoon, and two, I'm 100% positive we haven't seen those yet.
Yeah, I think the frogs are new, and I think the guy on the bottom, on the very far left, Chrome Dome, I think his name is.
Yeah, the Chrome Dome. Yeah, I don't think we've seen him either. Because if he's bigger than the Krang is already pretty goddamn big. So, but yeah, some downloads for you to go out and get and use as wallpaper on your favorite computers. Hot Toys Transport Trooper. Again, we were talking about Lotus, just a warning, we're completely spoiling.
It's okay. I listened to
Mandalorian.
I listened to everyone's podcast, and everyone spoiled everything. So.
You're like, you'll watch it, and it'll be like, oh, I remember that.
Exactly. So it may work out because, like I said, now I have some background information, and now I can watch the But yeah, I mean, everyone was talking about Luke and all that stuff. So
yeah, we gave people a warning, like we're just going to be talking about it all episode, so just don't listen to the episode if you don't want to know.
Almost started crying. Are you crazy? Oh my god.
So this transport trooper again is a costume that Din Djarin wears, and what do they call him? Brown eyes.
Yeah, brown. Bill Burr calls him brown eyes. Yeah.
So interesting way to get this character out is being a costume that one of the main character wears. But again, dope. But I mean, I guess I bought a ship, a $350 ship that showed up, but this was literally like one episode, like two-thirds of an episode.
Really shocked they didn't go with alternate heads. They could have given you a Mayfield and a Mando.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Lotus?
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, like, it'll still sell out, and then because it's like one of those one-off characters, it'll probably be worth a lot of money,
Yeah, if you can attach it to another subset, right? Like Hot Toys will sell out every time, and then Mandalorian-based figures will go for even more. They'll have even more of a premium on them.
Right.
So when we do get, and I don't think we have, but if we ever do get a Din Djarin Hot Toy, then you'll be like, oh, I have it, and I can swap the head, blah, blah, blah.
But you know what? So, that would look good next to like a Mud Trooper from Solo.
Yeah.
Because the colors are kind of similar. So, I mean, people that collect the troop build stormtroopers, they'll be all over that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, no one cry for Hot Toys. That thing's
and there are people that troop build Hot Toys, so that's not just for extra.
Insane! Oh my god!
There are people.
I know somebody who does.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh my god. Unicron Packaging. So we get to see a few shots of Unicron here, and then what I like is that they're testing it out in the factory. So they're doing drop tests on it, which is kind of cool. Just cool to know that they do that. You would think that would all be like at the Chinese factories or something, but it's good to know that Hasbro is doing their due diligence.
You think it's inside?
I'm thinking about, you really need to really test that. You really need an angry FedEx worker on his 12th hour of his shift, like kicking that thing down your driveway and then slamming it on your porch. That would be the real test. I don't really think them dropping it from 18 inches off the ground is a real test of strength.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow, fucking! They dropped a carded figure in an envelope off on my doorstep, and Miss McFavor, when she went out this morning, literally just stepped on it, like didn't even see it, just walked out the door and crunch. And I was like, "Was that a package?" She's like, "Yeah."
You were on the other side of the house. You just felt it.
A disturbance in the force. Let's see. About Fig says there'll be a Bill Burr head sculpt, and people will be clamoring to make him a trooper. Yeah, I guess, like you say, if they don't include it, someone's going to do it. You'll be able to buy it, one way or another. Let's see. Black Series Bo-Katan. So she's looking dope. God, I love that she can hold her helmet. I'm always a fan of a removable helmet, but it just looks a little bit big. But loving this figure. I'm all about some Katie Sackhoff myself. So
Kara Thrace, gotta love her.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost him.
Hey, this is the part of the show we take over. This is the
this
is the takeover here because he clicked on the wrong button. So Jason is out. All right, guys, what are we going to talk about?
Sorry, wrong.
Oh no, no, you can't come back. We're going to change the show now.
I was literally in the process of saying I'm drinking peach beer, Lotus, just so you knew. As you could tell, as I hit the wrong back button.
Yeah, with these Black series, I'd almost rather they give me just an alternate Mandalorian head as opposed to an actual helmet you slip over the face.
Yeah, get a little bit better proportions.
Yeah.
No. And then we get a new, who is this from? Pop Culture Shock. A transformation sequence Dinobot. So this is kind of crazy. First time I've ever seen anything like this. So here's where they're kind of breaking it up, color coding. So you've got the bot mode and alt mode, and then the mid mode there. See, this one, I like my statues to be dynamic, like if I'm going to pay that much, but this one, there's like too much going on. Yeah. And I don't know what fucking model they're using. It must be a comic book one, and that's why I don't recognize it. But the alt mode and the bot mode don't look familiar to me as Grimlock.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, listen, that's really the hard part about Transformers in general, unless you're talking about like, even G1 Dinobot was not, that smooth of a transformation. Mm-hmm. It's just hard to capture that. So I understand that it's great. I think it's great that companies are trying new things because you have to be a competitor out there. But is this going to work? I don't know. I don't know if something like this is going to work. I don't know if they could have a whole line of transforming, because that's the whole thing is, people or, the internet is always like, oh, it's a statue. It doesn't transform. Well, now, now it's well, here you go. We made a statue that shows you the transformation.
Yeah, like I say, I think if it was just a little bit more on G1 model, it might be a little bit more impressive. But yeah, we'll see. So, knowing Pop Culture Shock, how
high quality
that? Okay, and that would be like an 18-inch or something like that.
No, I'm guessing this is going to be right in that. So they've been doing small scale, which they're the ones that did the cell shaded. Remember all those cell shaded ones? The Optimus, the Soundwave. They just put out Soundwave. Those are only like in that 12-inch tall. 12-inch tall, and then they do have their Masterline series, which is the big 27-inch ones. I don't know what this is going to fall. I'm guessing this is going to be the foot tall ones. I don't think these are going to be gigantic. I don't know.
Yeah, I could imagine them testing the market at their smaller scale.
Exactly.
And if it's like, oh my god, everyone loves it, let's make fucking 3-foot versions of it. Sweet. All right. Newage, lots of third-party news. Newage Straxxus. So if you're a comic fan, here's a deep cut for you. This is a remold of their Galvatron that's going to be coming out soon, which I don't know what Straxxus's alt mode was. I know Hasbro did them as a tank. The bot mode looks spot on, but I don't know if this is accurate to the comic or what. But
yeah, I don't know. That just reminds me of maybe the Colgate pump, with legs. I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
Do you guys remember the pump? Do they sell those anymore? The
I haven't
pump?
seen that in 20 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think so. Because I had to go on a toothpaste mission with my daughter. My daughter thinks anything that is mint or cinnamon is spicy. So she won't use any mint or cinnamon toothpaste.
Oh my goodness.
So we have been hunting high and low for Berry Blast and Bubblegum Bubble and all this kind of shit.
I need my toothpaste to sting. That's how I know it works.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I'm like, that spicy is how you know it's working. You know, we tried to get her to do not tried, but we got her to do mouthwash once, and it was like 1 second.
What'd you do? Yellow the stream?
We did our normal, our cool mint.
You know, that's interesting. You know, the reason why she may not like that, she could be a super taster.
This is true. This is true.
If she has those, super tasting buds, she may it may be her, so it'd be hurtful to her to have something that strong, on her buds like that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. That's very caring of you, Lotus.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, you should ask her. I mean, have you ever tried to give her like different things to taste to see if she's one of those super tasters?
Well, and so the big thing is I mean, everything I eat is spicy. I put hot sauce on everything.
Yeah, we know you drink clam juice.
Yeah.
Clam in your beer.
So I know, like, we've done things like literally just this week we had Chinese leftovers, and I put her lo mein. I had eaten all my Szechuan beef, but we were combining the leftover packages, and I put her lo mein in it, and then put her lo mein onto a plate. And like just even contacting what was left in my Szechuan container, she's like, "This is spicy." Like, what
did she visually see you prepare it, or was she just?
No, she wouldn't have known. Like,
okay, wow.
We purposely, so maybe she is.
Maybe she is. Maybe that's something you should test.
I'll have to Google the best way to do that. So
Jason, are you a spicy mustard fan, or what do you put in your Chinese food? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, the chili oil. They do that
out there too. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The chili oil is my sesame goes in there. My sweet and sour pork. Everything goes in that chili oil.
Now, do you guys
twitch?
Do you guys? What? I do the mustard that you're talking about, Rock, where
I love that mustard.
You can only get it at the Chinese restaurant. I don't think you can buy it anywhere. But yeah, I'll just put like a whole bunch of packets
English
on there.
Mustard is a pretty good match. Sorry.
Really? Because this stuff, I mean, I don't know. I've never found anything, but yeah, maybe there is, like you said. But yeah, I'll just put a whole bunch on it, and I'm eating this stuff. I'm crying. Like I'm just like, I mean. Does that happen to you, or you're just crying? You're eating stuff. You're like, what is going on? I don't know.
Here's
I can't even taste
what's going on. Here's the test. In a wonton soup, how many packets of mustard do you put in? I put in 3.
Oh my! Wonton soup.
Yes, I have done that. Now that's not a common practice for me, but I have definitely tried that. I have tried to spice up the wonton. Yep.
It is not good until your nose is running and your eyes are tearing. Like this is what my normal thing is. I put 1 on an egg roll. I put 2 to 3 in a wonton soup, and then I normally get chicken and broccoli, and I put 3 on that.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
Hey, do you guys eat real?
The only thing I put spicy mustard on is my egg rolls. Nothing else. Oh, that is insane, Rob.
What about horseradish? Do you guys do any horseradish or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like real
shrimp, horseradish.
Yeah. Our cocktail sauce it will make you cry.
Yeah.
Like that's how hot we make our
right,
cocktails.
right. But I mean, cocktail sauce normally, like the stuff that you buy that's like pre-made, it just doesn't do it. But like if you buy like real horseradish, ground horseradish.
Yeah. And we have never ground. Once we did because we couldn't find horseradish. So once we ground our own. But
I've never done that. But you can find you couldn't find the actual ground horseradish. So you tried to make it. I don't know how to. I mean, how does it? Where'd you find the horse? I don't understand.
When you go to fancy grocery stores, well, and even the grocery store we go to isn't fancy. It's actually cheaper than like Safeway or Kroger or King Soopers, whatever you have. It's just a root. You peel it like a carrot.
The radish, I understand how to get a radish, but where do you get the horse from?
Okay. Moving on, Cass says Crest Pro Health for him. That's what
and horseradish, Crest Pro Health and horseradish. That sounds horrible.
To me, I feel like when I gargle with Listerine, I might as well be using Jack Daniels because it both burns the same way.
If it doesn't burn, it's not working, Rock.
All right. Newage has another deep cut. This is a super deep cut. Shattered glass Megatron. So this was a Megatron done. I don't even know what the original mold was, but it was done by the club and one of their shattered glass sets. And so they did do the shattered glass Soundwave, which you see in the background. Now they're doing a Megatron as well. Alt mode looks like crap. That just looks like a bunch of shit hanging off a robot, but interesting deep cut there. And then Newage previewed another figure, their Bumblebee finally. And I guess I was thinking Flipper was their Bumblebee, but Flipper is Magic Square, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, Flipper is Magic Square.
Yeah, so this is the first time we're going to get a Bumblebee. It looks a little too detailed in the chest there. To me, I think you need to have a plain chest, but I mean, looks good. Completely new mold, showing the size difference here. That's still going to be a pretty big Bumblebee because I have their. Oh, that isn't new. Yeah, so that's a Newage Insecticon. Where are my Insecticons? All right, so they're showing Scrapnel, and I've got.
Oh, it says Newage NA01 was Flipper. That was.
Oh, okay. So this is a new one then. That's
this is a different one. The Newage one was a very basic.
Oh, if I would have read, this is a new improved version of their Flipper.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like,
that's what I was thinking too. But I was like, improved and more cartoon accurate. Yeah, so it's just more cartoony here in the shape of it. Yeah, my knockoff Flipper is perfectly fine with me. And then new Bumblebee movie toys. This is from a brand new company, Trent, with a very very unique name. Transformer Movie Toys is the company name.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not going to get sued over that, I don't know what you are going to get sued over. So we're getting a Bumblebee movie Cybertronian, and then a Camaro, and I guess we probably have talked about it. They already have a Volkswagen coming out, but I mean, those look really good together. Bot modes look interesting.
Wow, they're pretty large, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's fucking big. That's crazy. I can't imagine they do those like 2-ups or anything like regular action.
Go back to go back one. Yeah, look at the guy's hand.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
It does look like a. Yeah.
I'm like, let me see. So here's. Yeah, so that's like the size of the MMC The fucking, I mean, I guess that's not a common figure to have, but MMC fucking dude.
Definitely bigger than but definitely larger than a deluxe.
Yeah, closer
Voyager.
and closer to a leader nowadays based on what Hasbro's been doing. So
love the paint apps on it all over that.
It's Rock's favorite color.
Yeah, that grayscale. Shout out to grayscale.
It's a great transformer. It's for me.
Yep.
Here's some more for you, Rock. These are rocking
awesome.
too. So we get Lucifer or Cutthroat here. Again, Jesus Christ, just too chuggy. And if they were making these chugs, that'd be one thing, but these are all going to be masterpiece scale. TFC's fucking Cutthroat. And then this is a really interesting one. A Megatron Dominator. So this is from the G.I. Joe Transformers crossover line. And the one you've probably seen before was the Rolling Thunder Prime. We're looking at the big nuke version one, I think, here. But so if you're a crossover fan, this might be right up your alley. I mean, a cool looking design. He's a triple changer. Oh, there's my Evernote. Triple changer. So this is, if you're not aware, the Dominator was a vehicle from Destro. And that's a pretty good likeness of it. You know, it was a tank that was also a helicopter and stuff like that. About the same likeness as the Rolling Thunder from the cartoon. But yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it. $200 is just too much when they're not. If they were very like classic G.I. Joe and not Don Figueroa's interpretation of classic G.I. Joe figures or vehicles, then I might be able to rock it. But
no interest.
Yeah. The boys figures. Who here is a boys fan?
I mean, this is kind of cool. This is definitely kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it. NECA, so they'll have amazing paint. Maybe not the most resilient figures that you can buy, but great paint jobs and great sculpting on them at least. I'm just trying to figure out, like, if I was going to do this, what would I do? Because I love Starlight. I love her character in the show. And spoilers if anybody hasn't seen The Boys. The fast forward a couple minutes. But I love her character in the show, but I don't like her as an action figure. And Homelander, I think he looks amazing as an action figure, but I fucking hate him. And rightfully so, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to hate him.
Yeah, you're supposed to hate him. So I don't want an action figure of him.
I do. I want Homelander right next to my NECA Superman. I want a butcher. They're going to need to give me a butcher too.
Yeah. But I was thinking about that, like, who would I want from that show to represent it? Like, and I love the fucking show, but I don't think I think all of the costumes are goofy. I like the way they work in the show. I like that they're kind of realistic costumes for the time, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't think there's anyone iconic for me to have. Maybe when they do the ultimate Homelander and they have like his evil face and, screaming and all that kind of shit, maybe I'd do that. But
I thought this comes with a baby.
Does and a melted head. Let's see.
No, the baby.
The laser babies.
Laser baby.
That Butcher uses. Remember when he's
he's
firing the babies at the thugs?
That's right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, no babies. Or
Yeah.
at least, no additional details, but
Maybe I'm thinking about I think there's a third party company that's doing a 1/6 Homelander. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. And the accessory had some laser babies.
oh,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of NECA, I know. Do you have it later in the show? Do you have anything about that guy who made that whole big video about the NECA figures and the quality?
Retro blasting?
No.
Yeah, I think that was the guy.
Yeah, it's
I
retro
mean-
blasting.
I mean, yeah, I have I counted after that video. I have 60-something NECA figures, and I could count how many have broken.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a decent number.
Yeah,
And
it's
there
a
are
bit-
ones that broke right out of the package. But I was just curious. I don't know if you talk about that later or.
I don't have it later, so this is a
Oh.
perfect part. Yeah, I agree. All I ever do with figures when I get them out of the package is and this is poignant for NECA, is I crack the articulation. I make sure everything moves where it should move, and then I put it in one pose. Usually
Wait.
what I do.
Before you do that, you make sure you open the box flap. You make sure you see the lightning, and then you close the box flap. Once the lightning effect.
Yeah.
We got Lotus Snark tonight.
Yeah. He worked too hard today. He's not putting up with anything.
I mean, you know me. I'm a mint on card collector, except for NECA. NECA is the only thing I open up absolutely everything. And yeah, you're right. I pose them, but I'm delicate. I got to make sure you got to like barely move the arm. And you get to a point where you feel like they're going to snap. And all of mine are displayed in a dynamic pose. But yeah, I don't even touch that detail because number one, I'm afraid if I open it up, that 30 of them are going to like just fall all over the place. And I'm afraid to like move them.
Yeah.
I mean, I love them, but you can't, it's hard to switch the heads or the arms or the hands.
Have you ever
very
thought?
difficult.
Have you ever thought of using the? You can go to Walmart and you know how they have liners for your drawers in the kitchen.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
you can put that material. When I had detolfs, that's what I did. Is I put a little bit of that drawer liner down. They have all different colors, white, black, you know, and it allows the
That's a good
figures-
idea.
Yeah, it allows the figures to not slip. There's also something called museum putty, and it's a translucent putty that is reusable that you can stick on the bottom of the figure, and it will, you know, obviously it'll plant the figure, you know, in case you want.
Well, I have those risers from Small Joe's, so I have them on that, and then the other ones I kind of have them that they're just like all either on a stand or they're leaning against each other, so they can't really move because if they fall, they're just going to hit something else.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, that video was interesting. The guy was just like completely bitching about their quality control and how they don't really.
Michael is
They don't even mark them as figures.
is particular.
Yeah.
I followed them. So
I've had more NECA figures break on me than anything else. And
without a doubt.
And you know, it's one of those things. It's also because I open, you know, none of my NECAs stay in box besides the lightning one that I showed off. But none of them stay in box. I guess besides the Godzilla. Okay. Now I'm just coming up with a bunch of caveats, but besides the Godzilla ones.
I was just curious to see if what you guys' thoughts were, because like I have all the alternate heads.
Their quality is crap.
Like I would love to swap out the heads, but I don't.
Yeah, no.
They're usually the heads don't even have a ball joint though. It's usually just a post here. Like
it's crazy hard to get them on and off.
I got Jason here. It's usually just a straight. It's just a post, so there's no ball or anything. It just goes on and off. The heads are the easiest thing.
Huh.
The hands are hard with the ball.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not changing hands. But the heads are usually pretty easy because they don't, like I said, it's not a ball joint. It's just a post. So it just goes up and down. Like it's very easy to take on and off.
About Fix says, imagine Henry Cavill Man of Steel by NECA. So that would look dope, especially with all the detail in the Man of Steel suit. Hell yeah. All right. Excuse me. Iron Factory did a ton of reveals. I don't know. Oh, SGC as a virtual con. Okay, so this was for a con. Just a ridiculous amount. So they're going buck wild with their samurai, which is good. I mean, like I say, Iron Factory is just way too stylized for me. So we get an Alpha Trion, which would be dope. Besides these two stylized, you get G2. What is that? Is that a G2? Ramjet, and the other one. Like, I fucking love Sea Spray, and this is just way too fucking stylized for me.
Looks like Twin Twist or
it does.
The G1 pullback.
The jump starters.
It was a top.
It's got an F-Zero vibe to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, F-Zero. Hey yo, love me some F-Zero. He isn't as bad, but still, again, I just don't get the people that try to intermingle their Iron Factory stuff with their other legends. Like, this is a standalone collection. You're either going all in on Iron Factory, or you're trying to get something else. You get the drifts, you get a movie drift and a comic drift, a lockdown, and they look dope. I mean, what I've got to give them is at least they're doing something original, right? You get a samurai Ironhide here, and Ratchet. So they're doing original stuff, which I'll give it to them for that. But you know, you're either all in on this line as it is, or you buying something else.
Yeah.
And especially because these are smaller than the other legends as well. And then Toyworld World War I Jetfire. We've talked about this guy before. Bot mode looks a little plain Janey. You're like, oh, okay. But this is baller. That is a fucking amazing alt mode, in my opinion. The battleship. You've even got the freaking propellers and the rotors in the back.
Looks cool.
Or rudders. They call them rudders. This one is a possibility for me. I don't even really give a shit about that Jetfire. I love battleships. The rust coming out of the appropriate places rust should come out of on a ship. Yeah, I'm digging that one.
Yeah, I mean, I think people that are collecting this line, because obviously it's starting to become a line.
Yeah,
I think they're doing a good job. You know.
Yeah, I agrees. If that's your thing, do what you want to do. Yeah, we don't have too much left here. We're fucking kicking some booty. Store report, Black Series Wave 28 is hitting. There's been tons of reports in my area of this, but no one has seen the Dark Side Ray. People have seen what's the Nick Nolte? What's his name? Queel. People have seen him, the armor, and Grief. But no one has seen the Dark Side Ray, and there's been tons of reports of the other three. Have you guys even been out to the stores? I think we were talking about it right before.
I have. I mean, I've been out to the stores. I haven't seen anything. Walk? Yeah, I did. I haven't seen anything new. The stores are ravaged. I mean, just nothing. There's nothing on the shelves. You know.
That's what we were talking about before we started, was like the Lego section is like two random sets on
Is it the same in your area?
Aisle shelves.
Yes.
That's crazy. Why are the Lego all like sold out? Like, I don't get it. You know, like
because
old crap too.
It's and that's what we were talking about, is those poor kids getting the peg or the shelf warming sets, you know.
Yeah.
But it's because people don't know what else to buy their fucking nephew, because they're not close enough with their nephew to know what he actually likes, you know, to know that he would rather have a Roblox fucking gift card than a fucking black and white Mickey Mouse, you know, steamboat set.
The kid can always get revenge, because Legos hurt like hell when you step on them. So you know.
Do you guys think that the store shelves being so empty might be a correlation of people that ordered stuff online that got so delayed in shipping that they're not going to have in time for Christmas, that they had to run out to the store anyway and buy whatever was available just so they had something to give?
Well, yeah, that's my, I feel that is part of it for sure, because everybody was talking about, like, you know, at least people I talk to in my personal life is like, I'm not going to stores. I'm doing everything online this year and shit like that. But
I don't know. Stores, there's tons of people. I see tons of people in the stores, so I don't know if
I mean, stores are always completely ravaged after Christmas, though.
And you gotta understand, you know, the stores bring in a whole bunch of stock before Christmas, and then throughout, they're just trying to get rid of as much stuff as they can, because they know that the reset is coming in January, you know?
Yeah.
So they don't want to have their stores all, you know, stocked, you know. Plus they know they're going to get a ton of returns, and a lot of that stuff's going to get returned to the shelf anyway, you know. And then with the reset, I don't know. I think this kind of thing happens every year. I don't think it has anything to do with, you know, online stuff, but maybe, I don't know. But,
I know Mrs. McFavorite is almost 100% online. Like, she does not go to brick and mortar stores during Christmas. Almost, she'll do like stocking stuffers. Like, she'll walk around like Big Lots or something and do stocking stuffers and stuff like that. But she steers clear of big box places. And me, I'm always out there. Like,
me too.
I need, kind of like you, Lo, I need to get out at least once a week.
I need to feel the excitement. I mean, it's different this year, you know, with all of the stuff that's happening this year, but prior years, I wanted to feel that excitement. I want to bump into that person next to me, you know, and just give them a hip check, you know. I mean, I'm all about it, you know. I'm all about that.
Let's see. Online, Hasbro Pulse announced a Seacon restock, and only restocked 4 of the 6 characters. I was so fucking pissed. I was like, word, this is my Christmas present to myself. I went there and I added the 4 to my pre-order, and I'm like, where are the other 2? And the other 2 are sold out.
Gotta go to eBay for those. Pay that scalping money.
No, not doing it, man. I'm hoping the other 4 will sit there until they get.
I thought we talked about this, and I thought there was a rumor that they were going to have a box set.
I think we probably conjectured that
we
they
just did it.
Do. Now the box set this thing is back in stock. And available.
That's not the good. That's not the good colors, though.
Yeah, exactly. This fucking bullshit. And I think it's only 5 of the 6, right? Let me zoom out here. Yeah, it's only 5 of the 6. It's not even all 6. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But anywho, I just wanted to bitch about that. Because I really want the Seacons. I bitched and moaned that it was going to be like a $240 set or something like that for basically fucking retail quality Transformers. But one of my favorite sets from 2018 is available again. Just an amazing display piece, in my opinion. Even if it's the wrong Han Solo. This was the 2018 Comic-Con exclusive Black Series. So really cool packaging. The little snow things separate there. And it's supposed to be the meeting in their hallway. Now, if the big debacle about this when it originally came out is he's not in his parka, he's in his blue like dress coat when they meet in there. So I actually bought me a separate blue dress coat Han to eventually open this up, put him in there, and then close it back up. So it'd be
which you'll never do.
Package. They're sitting right there. I could see both of them right now.
You'll never do it.
They've both been sitting there for 2 years.
See?
Never done it.
Where did they find these? They just found a bunch of old stock just sitting around.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this because, this is available to ship countrywide. Not going to be.
Well, it's just like those old figures. Remember, we saw those old figures.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
shelf I saw it. You saw it yours. Yeah.
Wait, what was this? What did I miss? What old figures?
Those 5 POA Blu-ray sets that they put out.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the white box.
Yeah, white box.
Yeah. Yep,
Did you see them where you were at? Because we all saw them here. Oh, really?
No, I didn't. I wasn't really looking for them either, but I didn't see them.
It was just interesting because it's only one because they were all 6 movies.
Yeah,
it was only one movie. Yeah, it was only one movie. I don't remember which movie, but yeah,
I think it was Empire.
We all saw the same sets in all of our stores, and not 1 or 2. My store had 9 of them or something.
Yeah, it was like 5 on the shelf. It was at least 5.
Yeah. So. Yeah, interesting. But I would say the brown coat Han is coming out in the Archive Wave 3. So if you're only buying this to get an Archive Han or to get a brown coat Han, then wait for the Archive version. But I just love the display. I'm a snow sucker. And again, something easy pass for me. Larry Hama figure is again available for pre-order. This is I was going to say 3 3/4, but it says 4-inch high Larry Hama figure. So again, if you haven't had bad experiences with Larry Hama, I would suggest you get this. It's a pretty cool figure. I've just had bad experiences with him. Don't ever meet your heroes, kids, kind of thing. But there's that if anybody's interested.
Not 35 for a 4-inch figure. That's not that interesting.
Not that. Yeah. Plus, I imagine $8 shipping. Some kind of fucking high priority shipping. So.
Yeah, not 35 for a 4-inch figure. Yeah. Rock, how do you feel about that? Spending $1,000 for one GI Joe.
Those are
vintage.
vintage. That's different.
I've met Larry Hama a few times, and I've had good experiences every time. I would like to get that signed. Like, if he was selling them at his table, I'd pay $50 for it signed. But it's hard for me to buy it and then wait for a con and wait for, because he always goes to my
chance to meet him.
Yeah, he always does my local Long Island Comic-Con. It's on Father's Day because he lives in New York City. So for him, it's a quick half-hour train ride. But
nice.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to get it, but I would like to get it signed if I did get it. But yeah, Lois, it is a kick in the ass buying $1,000 GI Joe compared to 35.
Right.
All right, what we got? What you got, Cliff?
I got it's all pretty show specific this week.
Wait. We got to zoom in on Cliff. He loves that.
Oh, yes.
And then leave it on for a half hour.
As the rest of us talk about what we got, just leave Cliff on there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's see. How do I do this here? Let's do solo layout. All right, Cliff, you're the star of the show.
Okay, I got the baby blue Cobra Commander.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's the one. That's the one that we were supposed to get through the network, right? That was That was the one they should have shipped. Okay.
Yeah, and they even said they were going to get some, and they never did, and it ended up being a Pulse exclusive. Yeah.
Found myself on one of those restock carts at Target. I found a completely destroyed Mando.
Oh, nice. The Dinjarin.
He's all ripped and shit, but before I left, I Googled pictures of him to make sure he had all his accessories.
Yeah, that wasn't
Sweet.
swapped.
Yeah, so it wasn't swapped or anything. He's got everything. So I found him. I got just from Jason yesterday. I got the Bespin Escape Leia.
Nice.
Yeah, he wanted the most plain Leia he could get.
Yeah, because she's got
like,
so
hey,
many.
I'll help you with that.
I got. Don't worry about this. He doesn't have his head right now, but I got the Mandalorian speeder bike.
Did he come headless?
No, his head is waiting to be molded.
Oh, interesting.
I'm working on a 6-inch scale matte tracker, and I think the speeder bike head will be a good base for his helmet.
Oh, that is a good base to fucking remold over.
So I got that. Then I got from Has No Talent. I got the Takara style Mando. Comes in a Takara box.
Rocket firing.
Wow, It looks pretty nice.
So I got him, and then I don't know if this is third party or reproduction. Stan Solo on Etsy, this guy out of Britain, makes reproductions of vintage Star Wars figures, and I got the Amanaman.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
you couldn't even tell the difference on that.
Dude, I got his Yak face, I got his Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper, I got his Han Stormtrooper. They're awesome. But they look
He's
identical.
got a set of 13 figures coming out soon. I know. I was looking at them recently.
Yeah, that's his separate company is called Smith Lord Creations. They're doing the 13 figure set.
That's the one.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've been scoping his Etsy page out because I'm rebuying all the vintage Star Wars figures, and shit, if I can get a repro over a vintage figure, I'll take the repro. They look the same.
Yeah, it's a pretty pricey one, Amana Man. I think he's like 300 maybe loose.
Yeah, he's got Stan Solo's got pre-orders for EVD09, which is really hard to get vintage because he's got such brittle limbs.
Yeah.
So I got him on pre-order.
So there was a comic 2-pack with, I call him a man. Was that the original vintage mold, or was that like a Power of the Force 2 mold? Do you remember?
I can't imagine it would have been an original vintage mold, especially with a Man because he was such limited numbers.
I'll look it up, and when I get to what I have, I'll show some pictures here.
All right, guys. So just go ahead and whenever you're ready, take me off the screen.
Oh, are you done already? What's up, baby? You come on in. Cliff is. Say hi. What's up, cutie?
Hi.
Just saying hi. Just want to be on YouTube. My daughter wants to be a YouTube star so bad. I was like, as soon as you learn how to edit your own videos, playing Roblox. As soon as you learn how to edit your own videos, I'll post you up there. I'm not one of those parents that are scared of it. All right, Rock. What about you? What did you get?
Well, you won't believe this. I went into the most wretched collection.
Sorry, I was trying to add you to solo layout, and I removed you from the whole show.
I went to the store that has the most wretched scum and villainy that you'll ever find, and I went to a Walmart. Battle Cat.
Oh, nice.
I finally got my Battle Cat. Let me tell you, that was the worst experience in the world going in there. But
oh god, Rock's
my secret
too good for Walmart.
My secret Santa in the Star Joe's Facebook group, I got this, which
nice.
And from what I understand, this is pretty hard to find.
It is.
I only saw it like twice, and that was it. Yeah.
So I'm loving. I'm actually able to get the Motu ones that I wanted. Cliff, I finally found it while we were talking before.
Oh, nice.
This was the movie Mylar that we're talking about, that when you enter a movie theater and it tells you go to theater 12, this is what you'd see.
Times and stuff when you're at the ticket booth.
So
it's more over the door, Jason, the door of the actual theater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So you know which theater. Is it double-sided?
No, this was from '84, so it's not.
Okay.
Some of them are double-sided, but because in a new house, I want to do like one of those. I'm gonna do like a whole part of my room that's like a Blockbuster video, and I want to get a bunch of these, and I'm gonna like light it up.
You're gonna put a light box,
what's playing.
Yeah.
I was
light
gonna
box.
say, if you shine a light through that, right? That's the whole point of it being light.
Yep, that's
okay.
So I want to get a couple horror ones because I have a whole theme on what I'm doing. I went to IKEA this weekend. I looked at new cases because there's one different than it's like twice the size of a Detolf, and they're on like a stand and they're metal and they have a lock. So I'm gonna be getting a few of those. So I already got plans for the new man cave. Talking about wrestling figures before, Lotus has talked about it in the past how LJN had the chemical retardant, the fire retardant, and the bubbles that would make them go yellow. Well, this is a really rare, nice and clear bubble, but somebody peeled off the clearance sticker on this one.
So fucking.
Yeah, so I got a good deal on it because it's because that was really ripped. But you know what? To get an LJN figure for under $50 mint on card, that's unheard of.
Yeah.
So I got that, and and last but not least, I got a very welcoming surprise on Christmas Eve. I got this from none other than Slick McFavorite. Very Merry Christmas, and thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate that, getting me the blaster, because it's an awesome figure. I haven't been able to find it, and it looks really well in my collection. Thank you.
I was going to say, nobody can see it because you froze up on the LJ. Oh, there.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Oh, no, don't apologize.
It's uploading. It's uploading now. It's uploading. There you go.
We see it now.
It's in the Matrix. So you guys didn't see the LJN?
You got mail.
I saw it on YouTube, but not in the window.
No, we see it. We see it. That's all that was there for a second. Yeah. So
okay.
Basically, I had it.
Goodbye.
I had a few figures for the hosts that they got as Christmas presents. So
now get me off the
big
isolation.
Big thanks to you all for all the time you put into this. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to just fucking every couple weeks be able to talk toys and crack jokes and make fun of each other, because a lot of my friends nowadays are super sensitive. I don't know why they're getting so sensitive at their old age, but I'm like, Jesus Christ, jokes.
I gotta admit, it's been a rough 2 months for me with everything going on with my dad, and I gotta tell you, like, I'm not a Christmas person. I never really have been, but that was nice. Like, literally 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, who's this at my door? It's Christmas Eve. And it was the mailman. I'm like, the mailman's delivering mail this time? He was just delivering packages. And I'm like, who sent this? And I'm like, it brought a smile to my face. It really did. And, it definitely made me, feel good and say thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That was very nice, very generous of you. I really appreciate it. Definitely, it brightened up the day, and it meant a lot. So thank you.
I'm glad it brought some Christmas cheer. Yeah, it's we got a package at 8 p.m. on Christmas Eve, and it was motherfucking my subscribe and save from Amazon, which were cup of noodles. I'm like, really? You're making some and it was a woman making some poor woman delivered cup of noodles at 8 p.m. on Christmas Eve. I guess that shit's all automated, but still, I felt bad for her. Triple A just chimed in. Oh, he's got a question for the show. We're not there yet, Triple A, but we'll get to it in a second. And I keep forgetting that I can post these people's comments when we talk about them. Damn it. Anyways, okay. Lotus, what you got?
Nothing.
You didn't earn any parts today?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay. He's like, I'm not even going to go solo layout with my icon. All right. So I got Jason Sudeikis and Grogu here. I don't know if you can. There we go. No. Yep. So we got Remnant Biker Scout and Grogu. That was awesome. I love that I pulled the trigger on that because Miss McFavorite reminded me that it's Jason
So why is everybody calling him Grogu now? I mean, why? So Baby Yoda is gone at this point. Now everyone has to be correct with this thing.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it. I still like the asset myself. Mrs. McFavorite still likes the child. But yes, in the series, again, spoilers. If you
no, I know he's called Grogu now. Yeah,
no, not you, but yeah. I mean, if you know somebody's name, don't you call them by their name?
No, I don't think so.
He's like, no, I still call that guy that guy. But yes, he has a name now, so people are calling it. I do it more passive aggressively because I hate the fucking name. I think Grogu is ridiculous, but it's also like probably if you heard Yoda, not in the context of being the most amazing film you've ever seen in your life as a kid, you would think Yoda was stupid too. You'd be like, what is that, like yoga? Or is it like yogurt, So
no, that's Spaceballs. Yogurt Spaceballs.
I just think, I mean, everyone was saying Baby Yoda for such a long time, and then it just kind of went away, and now it's this Grogu. Everyone's
because we have a name now.
Correct.
Well, we have a name now.
I'm just trying to use it so I get used to using it.
Yeah. Just like Cass and Cliff, I got the regal variant, the actual correct colors for Cobra Commander here. Entertainment Earth offers a rare free shipping on any order, which they hardly ever do. So I pulled the trigger on a couple that I probably would have never bought because they were also clearanced. A glow-in-the-dark Blanca figure. Blanca was always my second favorite character in Star Wars, Street Fighter, and this is the glow-in-the-dark one.
He looks pretty skinny to be Blanca.
Yeah, I agree. He does have big old feet though. And then another glow-in-the-dark figure.
Drop it.
Again, reaction RoboCop glow-in-the-dark. So
I got him too. He's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. For like 11 and $12 a piece, free shipping. I was all about it. This was really interesting. I ordered 3 of these to get free shipping, and they canceled 2 of them, and I thought I had only ordered 2, and then luckily I guess I had ordered 3, but I got my vintage collection Luke Skywalker on the correct Return of the Jedi card. As you can see there, it's really weird. His vest is gray in this. And I don't know if that's like from the cut scene where he's building his own lightsaber that his vest was more green or what, but
it looks great, but that bubble looks humongous on that figure.
It is. I mean, look at that. Look at there is literally nothing for a thumb's width behind it. I don't know why they did that, but must be some kind of vintage collection.
Maybe the soft goods cape or something?
Yeah. Well, no, that shit's like pinned to the back of them. So, and then cut this bullshit open. So let me do that real quick. But for birthday and Christmas, so if people don't know, my birthday is December 21st, the longest night of the year, which I absolutely love, the winter solstice. I got Mrs. McFavorite got me the Lego AT-AT. And she was like, don't you have an AT-AT already? I'm like, you can never have too many Lego AT-ATs. So I've been building that. She bought herself the Lego Grogu So she's been building the Lego Grogu, and our daughter has been feeling completely left out because she has too many Legos that she doesn't play with. So we didn't buy her a Lego set this year. And then I got this bad boy, which now that I'm opening it, the packaging is freaking amazing. So this is that Amazon exclusive with the clear Mirage and the Decepticon. What's the tank dude? Impactor, the Decepticon Impactor, and then the weird Power Dasher figure. I only bought it. It was on clearance on Amazon for like $30. I literally just bought it for the Mirage. So if anyone's interested in the Power Dasher or the Impactor, let me know, because I'm just going to sell those two off. And then what else? No, I got anything else here. I don't know if I talked about it on the last show, but I got the Netflix Bumblebee. So finally a Volkswagen Deluxe Bumblebee. But that's what we got. Oh, Miss McFavorite got me the Black Series. Not Tarkin. Jesus Christ. What's the Moncal? It's Trap Dude.
Akbar.
Yes. Thank you. She got me the Black Series Akbar as well, which is super surprising. She always gets me a Lego set for my birthday. It's kind of a thing. I take my birthday off and just sit around and get drunk and watch movies, and she always buys me a Lego set that'll basically keep me occupied the entire day. So she got me that, but besides that, she hardly ever gets me toys. And so that Akbar was a pretty big surprise that she actually bought me a toy for Christmas. Oh, and then the coolest thing, yeah, she got me a Garmin watch. I'm like, we have a spending limit of $50 for Christmas, but we don't have spending limits for birthday. And she just went absolutely insane. If people know how much that Lego AT-AT is, it's expensive to begin with. And then she also got me, it's one of the lower end Garmin watches, but our goal in the new year is to become like Cliff. I want to lose 50 pounds in 6 months. So, before I go exert myself too much, I need to make sure I'm not going to have a heart attack while I'm exercising. All right. So that's what we got. Okay. Let's get into this. So first up, AAA. What are some of the toys that completely surprised you for 2020? It has to be something you don't normally collect. That's kind of a hard question. Lotus, can we start with you? Do you have anything for that?
No.
Yeah, I thought you might hem and haw a little bit to buy the rest of us sometime.
Nope. Pass.
Lotus.
Okay, I'll answer again. Sure. Nope.
Nope.
Pass.
Cliff, anything that completely surprised you that you don't normally collect?
Yeah, these Beast Alien mech figures from Walgreens.
I went to Walgreens on New Year's Eve and they had them, and I still couldn't do it. I really wanted to. I was like, I'm going to buy myself something nice for New Year's Eve, and I still couldn't.
They're $10. They're fucking giant. It's a cool werewolf and a cool alien. I mean, yeah. I really thought these were cool.
I agree. I also saw them at Big Lots. Again,
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we do. I like to do stocking stuffers at Big Lots because they have weird closeout clearance shit. But yeah, you can get them at Big Lots too.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't much care for the mech guy, but the werewolf and the alien were dope.
Yeah.
So I would say these.
What about you, Rock?
No, nothing for this year that was different. But hey, Jason, what was the wrestling figures you got?
Oh, I didn't even talk about it. Yeah, it's supposed to. So my father-in-law knows I collect toys, but he's just a grocery store worker. They've got their own troubles right now, and so they don't have a ton of money, but they love to just buy all these kind of rinky-dink stuff. And he bought me the collection of like dollar store wrestling figures. So it was The Rock, it was Cena, Undertaker, and then AJ Styles. And my daughter was asking me about all of these. I have never seen Cena wrestle, but I know his gimmick. I have seen The Rock wrestle. I've of course seen the Undertaker wrestle. But I had no idea who AJ Styles was. So it's interesting to hear that he's kind of like the Luke and Vader of wrestling figures, where they've always got to include one. So is he that popular that it makes sense to include one of him in every wave?
He's a very good wrestler, but he's not your typical Vince McMahon guy because he's not 6'2" and 250 pounds. He's probably I don't know if he's like 5'10" or 5'11", and I don't know if he's 180. But he's a very good technical wrestler, but he's just not huge.
Oh, okay. So he's like an agile guy.
He was one of those rare guys that he worked at like a very small promotion for a long time that normally like Vince McMahon would poach their talent. And he was one of those guys he just never took because he was undersized. But then once he went there, he became a humongous star. So he's a pretty good wrestler. He actually wrestled Undertaker in a cinematic match at WrestleMania. I'm not sure if it was last year or 2 years ago, but he's pretty popular. But he peg warms because they put him out way too frequently.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like the butt of the joke in the wrestling industry. But it's just like, he's like the Luke and the Vader, the Snake Eyes that always has to be out there all the time.
See, and I just dislike Cena that he did, and maybe he didn't. Maybe it's just my opinion of what I've seen of him, but it seemed like he kind of co-opted the whole hip hop thing with the baggy shorts and the hat and all of that. Like, that's the whole reason why I've never given Cena a chance. But I saw The Rock back when he fucking wore his like Samoan outfit and all that kind of shit. So I've always loved
people's elbow and
yeah. Oh, and the Rudy Toot, that shit. So
see, I'm not a fan of John Cena's. I'm not a fan of John Cena as a wrestler, but I'm a humongous fan of the human being that he is, because he has the absolute world record for the most amount of Make-A-Wish visits to hospitals. He is
that's baller.
Once I found out about him, my opinion about him completely changed as a man, because he literally devotes his private time when he could be off doing something, going to hospitals and making dying kids' wishes come through. So to me, he's a superstar in life, and he deserves as much success that he can ever have. And when I saw him in the Transformers movie, I was glad, and I hope he does become he's really transitioning out of wrestling right now into movies. So I wish that he becomes a humongous star as well in movies.
Yeah,
because he's done the right thing. That's
Clockers?
right. When he's the dad.
Yeah, Cockblocker. Yes. Oh, yeah. I loved him. And I don't necessarily like him in the fucking Bumblebee movie, but Cockblockers, I thought he was hilarious.
Oh, dude, he's so good in that movie.
just because I knew a dude like that was like completely straight-laced, but the most like jacked dude you've ever seen. Like, that's all he ever did was be a nerd and then lift weights. And so he reminded me of him in Cockblockers for sure. Okay. As far as me for surprising, I mean, I guess the big thing for me would be the same thing as Cliff. Let me grab one or two here. was finding has no talent on fucking Instagram. So this was, that's even his. So here's his original Mandalorian, fucking completely Kenner style, completely his own sculpt and shit. And then here's his clan of 2 that's Kenner style. What Cliff showed before was his season 2 Mandalorian. He's done almost every fucking main character from there. Just absolutely amazing. I love his business savvy too, because he's getting these produced like 1,000 at a time, but he only drops them 60 at a time. So Cliff, your box has a hand numbered box, right? Of 160. Yeah. But he'll drop these multiple times, so he's got some business savvy too. If you put up 1,000 of these at $65, they probably wouldn't sell. But the way he drops them in limited numbers, they sell out within a minute on Instagram. Like, you gotta fucking be on that shit. And so that's something I wouldn't expect me to get into. I'm not a big buy into the whole third party scene and pay exorbitant prices for things, but once I saw kind of his following and what he does, I mean, he's a really cool guy. I don't like how when you ask him questions, he just says there's a lot of cool stuff coming, stay tuned. That is a little annoying to me, because I've asked him, are you going to drop this figure again? Are you going to drop that? A lot of cool stuff coming. Keep tuned, but so I would say that was the most surprising thing to me that I didn't see coming. All right. I'm missing comments here. Let's see. Might as well say, I don't usually do NECA, but when I happen to run into this McFly figure and give it a try, my mind is blown just how cool the figure is. Again, we talked about NECA. I mean, accessory, sculpt, paint is on the nose. It just maybe me that the quality isn't there. Let's see. Cass, this is a good answer to AAA's question. The McFarlane DC figures, those have been pretty impressive. We didn't see those coming at the beginning of the year, and now they've kind of taken shit by storm, and it's just like every time you think you've seen the newest wave, they announce a new wave of it.
A lot of Batman, though. A lot of Batman.
Yeah, that's my problem.
I don't have a Hal Jordan yet, Todd.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got what's the black dude? The fucking
John Stewart.
John Stewart. Yeah, we've got John Stewart from him, but that's it.
Batman is the AJ Styles of the DC universe.
So Cass says here, I'm glad I'm not a Batman fan. McFarlane has tons of Batman. What else we got here? Oh, second question. Among Open Your Toys podcast members only, if we have to exchange our entire collection with someone in the show, who would you exchange all your toys with? Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, boom. I'm like, that's an easy one.
I'm going Rock as well.
Of Rocks.
Although Slick, you got shit you don't even know you have. Like,
that's right. I would pick
Jason. Get, like, it's like a storage unit.
If you want volume, if you want 2,000 square feet of toys that you just go through for the next 10 years, yeah.
That's what I would switch with Jason, because he's got so much. I would never, and there'd be an endless supply of stuff between what he hasn't opened, what he's bought to resell that hasn't resold, and just like the
he's
stuff
got a best
open,
spin that he was going to put in the other package that he never did. That's 2 times.
And then there's the pile of stuff to return with the Extreme Coupon. So there's like a bunch of stuff.
Now being married and concerned about my wife's feelings, I would go with Lotus's collection, a beautiful, high-end, well-lit, like extremely cared for collection, though.
I've sold too much. It wouldn't
Well,
be fair. I mean, I've sold. Yeah, I have hardly anything left. So
let's say at the height of your collection.
Yeah. I mean, it was Go back a year ago, and it was pretty crazy.
Hey, Lotus, how many cases do you have left with stuff? What you said? You're down to 8 billies, eight shelves. I mean, 8 units. How much you have left?
Yeah, I'm down to 20. I mentioned that on the other show that I'm down to, what do I got? 8, 9, 10, 12, 16. Yeah, I'm down to like 16 cubes, and they're 25 inches wide by 19 inches deep.
Is it all in
cube.
one room, or is it in multiple areas?
It's just one room. It's just these nice display cabinets with glass, with glass fronts and stuff.
So you condense it to one room. That's pretty good in a way. I mean, keep it all consolidated now.
I was going through a remodeling phase, so I remodeled the other rooms, and it's all just in one room now. Yeah.
So,
and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm actually thinking about getting rid of those display cases and not even doing display anymore, truthfully.
Wow. Yeah. You're off the show, Lotus.
I'm literally thinking about just selling it all. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much left, I mean, I really don't.
Once you go full Vern, you can't turn back. You're going to go full Vern. You're going to sell everything.
Yep.
Because that's what Vern did. Vern went full. He sold everything.
Yeah. I sent Cliff, to your point. I sent Vern That Has No Talent season 2 Mandalorian as a thank you gift for letting me stay with them back for the TFCon days. I sent him a thank you note, but I never sent him something of quality. So hopefully Vern will have That Has No Talent Mandalorian sitting on his shelf for years to come. But yeah, Vern still has a few things that I've seen, but here's AAA's my answer. While Jason might have a lot of toys, but Rock got many valuable vintage pieces. Okay, I'll exchange my entire collection with The Rock and sell all of his stuff to fund double of what I had. So he doesn't want your collection. He just wants the value of your collection. Boo, AAA. That's not in the heart of the season, buddy. All right. Let's move on to this shit. We got some grab bag. Oh, no, wrong back button. There we go. This was so sad. Literally, it was like a week after that last episode, right?
No, I think it was the day before or something. It was right on the day.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, that makes it even sadder. Jeremy Bulloch, the actor that originally played Boba Fett, passed away at 75. Let's see, there's an update here. Apparently, Daniel Logan broke the news this earlier today on Instagram. TMC has full story in major media and now confirming the post. Mr. Bulloch passed away from complications of Parkinson's disease. Jeremy also made a couple of cameos without his Boba Fett mask, playing Lieutenant Schickel in The Empire Strikes Back and Captain Jeremiah Colton in The Revenge of the Sith. So that's kind of dope. The photo that was passing around, making the internet traversals, was him without his helmet in Return of the Jedi
with the giant
with the other aliens. Yeah, exactly. Looking like
looks like my
looking
dad.
like the biggest nerd. Yeah, looking like the biggest nerd you've ever seen. But yeah, big props to Jeremy Bullock, man. That's a big loss. Big props to people that have been able to meet him in person and grab autographs from him. I have no idea why this ad is here. The bowl, the big ass at. But sending you off in style, Jeremy. There's some big butts for you. Let's see here. More for Cybertron promotional posters. So up first was this, or not up first. This was the third one. So we see we're going to get a double dealer up in here, as well as possibly an evil Jazz and an evil Bumblebee. Got the Quintessons, the Arc, and Cybertron up in this bitch. This was the third of 3 posters. Here's the Autobot one. So some RC, a good Bumblebee, a good Jazz. We get Purple Potato up here. It's rocking, firing some protons. Oh, one too far back. And then Decepticon one. Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave. We get the Barricade. And then Purple Potato as well. I'm excited for this. I'm like, I hope I have a day to myself where I just fucking rock through all those episodes. Do you guys remember? I know the original ones that were like on like I can't even remember Machinima and stuff like that. It was like an hour and a half for the whole season, but the Netflix seasons are longer. Do you guys remember how long the Netflix seasons are?
I don't know. I mean, they
were no idea.
They were like what, 35-minute, 40-minute episodes?
Yeah, they were much longer ones.
But they were just like walking around for all that time. They just walk
it was
talk and walk and talk.
Oh yeah, so normal episode length, but it looks like only 6 episodes, so about 3 hours if you want to fucking marathon that. A little bit easier than the rest. Motu, we didn't have anything, but I wanted to promote our Amazon support. So I brought this up in the last episode to be able to be welcomed back into Amazon's bosom. We need to have 2 purchases, just 2. And I'm just going to tell Miss McFavorite to do the 2 purchases. But
I did one live on the show last time.
Did you? It didn't register. Okay, so I've updated the links on the website, and the links in these show notes are definitely correct. I think I had our old affiliate link or something, because I went and checked, because I remembered that, and I went and checked, and it didn't show up. So maybe we have a new affiliate link or something. But anyways, we need 2 purchases in the next 6 months or something ridiculous. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up was not really for us. The reason why I wanted to bring this up was Amazon offers what they call Amazon Smile. And let me see if I can bring that up instead of our link. Amazon Smile is a way to set your Amazon up to where you don't have to click on ads or anything like that to get to it. You just, anytime you go to Amazon, it's always Amazon Smile. So you can see here, I have mine set to Special Olympics of Colorado. That's an organization I work with, I coach for, I feel super strong about. So that's who I set mine up for. It says I've placed 23 orders supporting the charity through this link. And again, once you set this Amazon Smile, again, you don't have to click on links or anything. Anytime you buy something from Amazon, it'll go to this nonprofit organization. So I implore everybody, if you're not supporting a podcast or something like that, you don't want to have to click on ads or anything to buy your shit. Set up your Amazon Smile in your account, set up a nonprofit organization that'll get your money. My donation was almost $300 this year to Special Olympics. That's how much I bought through Amazon. And because I don't go through any other affiliate links, went to Special Olympics. So please do that. This is, it's, supporting your podcast, that takes a bunch of extra clicks and shit like that. I know that's annoying, but if you set up Smile once, anytime you go to Amazon on that computer, it'll donate to whatever your favorite nonprofit is. So please do that. I just wanted to say that. So
damn, Jason, if you would have clicked through Angel Alias, he could have bought a couple extra toys with that money.
Trust me, I feel AAA. I love that he posts that shit, and I think he deserves every penny he gets from his affiliate links, because AAA works hard at posting links to shit on Amazon, making sure that we all know what's available, and that's perfectly fine. A lot of my orders do go through affiliates, because some of my orders go through Slick Deals. If people don't know, slickdeals.net is a big deal website where people post stuff. So if I literally wanted to be that dude, I would just find the deals on Slick Deals, then go to Amazon by myself and search for it and let Special Olympics get all of that. But I feel giving people credit where credit's due. On Slick Deals, there's people that spend all their days looking for deals on Amazon, and then they post them. They should get my few cents on that order. Same thing with AAA. When AAA posts shit like, hey, this is up, he should get a few cents on my order. But I just wanted to bring attention to Amazon Smile that when everyday shopping that you're doing, if you set up a Smile account on Amazon, they'll get that everyday kickback. So, all right, let's get on. I think we got one more thing. Well, I set up our affiliate link just to go to toys. So, G.I. Joe Blackout Options. So this was a thing. Steam. It did a Christmas Day promotion. So that's why I had it in here, where the base game was only about $20. Of course, now that we're recording a few days later, that is done. But I just wanted to show people, we haven't talked too much about Blackout, besides where it really kind of lends itself to action figures. But just want to let people know there's a lot of options out there if you're interested in checking out Blackout. Of course, the deluxe edition is super cheap, only $40. Again, this is through Steam. Xbox and PlayStation is probably going to be a little bit more. But you have a retro skins pack where hopefully they're actually retro skins. Again, digital art book. I don't even know what this one is. G.I. Joe and Cobra weapons pack. So again, go out there and support the franchises you love. If you're a gamer, which I'm not very much. Eventually, I'll get to Blackout. I just bought Squadrons. I haven't played it yet. But considering I'm not a spaceship guy, I bought it just to support Star Wars video games. So check out Operation Blackout, G.I. Joe. All right, mofos. So how's everybody feeling? Everybody have a good holiday season?
Yeah, it was all right.
So Rock, you said you have family over. I assume no one traveled across country like everybody's warning of. Everybody's happy and healthy.
Yeah, no, everybody's doing good. Everybody's just on each other's backs, being in the house. But other than that, we're fine. We're all good.
We literally last night, I told my daughter I have to do the show notes. I'm sure mommy wants some time to herself. So literally for like 2 hours last night, we just all went to separate rooms and did our own thing, fuck it. And then we'll all come back tonight. Lotus, how's your holidays been? Do you have family nearby?
Are we done with the show? Are we done with the show? Or what? I mean, what are we doing? Oh yeah, I'm not part of this conversation then.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll see you sooner rather than later.
Or later rather than sooner.
Peace. Peace.